Welcome back, I'm Messmer, the Impaler, and I'm here to walk you through this guide. In this video, we'll explore more of the Lands of Shadow. We'll start exploring the Rauh Ruins, and finish gathering some more secrets. Are you ready?
I told you once.
Let's start at the site of grace, Cathedral of Manus Metyr. At this point, you'll have unlocked more dialogue with Swordhand of Knight Jolan. Talk to him until you exhaust his dialogue.
Shining star, in our eyes, the only star upon the black canvas of the night. Our meeting with the Count taught us of the star-draped sky. We know that we cannot reach out to touch it, but we can peer up at its brilliance and heed its guidance. We will never again lose our way in the night. I have spoken far too freely. Pay me no mind. Let us focus on our shared purpose, our service to Count Ymir. Now
go and talk to Count Ymir. He will give you the collectibles, Ruins Map 2nd, Beloved Stardust, and Ruins Map 3rd.
The exalted timbre of the bells has reached these ears of mine. Twice now? How very exhilarating indeed. The stars are dark tonight. But rest assured, this is no ill omen. On the contrary, I believe that this portends a magnificent starry cascade. Now, take this, my final gift to you. May you join the glimmering stars above.
Talk to him again, and you'll be able to purchase new sorceries we've unlocked. Glintstone Nail, Glintstone Nails, and Fleeting Microcosm.
Sign of a greater night to come.
Now use the auction, asked about the knight in black armor.
Well, I hope that she behaved at least. The poor girl has overcome grave misfortune. Her tongue can be sharp at the best of times, but don't think that makes her a bad person. It's no surprise her little sister too has a heart of gold.
Then use the auction, asked about the nature of the world.
You have borne witness to the whole of it. The conceits, the hypocrisy of the world built upon the Erdtree. The follies of men. Their bitter suffering. Is there no hope for redemption? The answer, sadly, is clear. There never was any hope. They were each of them defective. Unhinged from the start. Marika herself. And the fingers that guided her. And this is what troubles me. No matter our efforts, if the roots are rotten, then we have little recourse.
Now select the auction, asked about Miguel.
For what they were. He knew that his bloodline was tainted, his roots mired in madness. A tragedy if ever there was one. That he would feel compelled to renounce everything when the blame lay squarely with the mother.
Lastly, you'll be able to select the auction, asked about the nature of the world, again to have one final dialogue with Ymir.
Guided her were unsound from the start. Well, the truth lies deeper still. It is their mother who is damaged and unhinged. The fingers are but unripe children, victims in their own right. We all need a mother, do we not? A new mother. A true mother who will not give birth to further malady.
Next, rest at the site of grace, then head to the graveyard in the west, where you'll find Ymir with another new dialogue.
But it won't be long now. I will soon be a mother. I will give you new life. I assure you. You will have life. Please, Will you allow the two of us this time alone? It isn't much to ask.
Now go to his throne and examine it. You'll activate a secret switch, opening a hidden passage. Go down the stairs. Once you reach the bottom, you'll have found the finger ruins of Miyr. Proceed and you'll be invaded by Swordhand of Knight Anna. Defeat her to receive the Claws of Might. Continue north while staying to the left to find the Finger Weaver's Cookbook 2. Now head north and ring the hanging bell. This time, it will take you to a secret area where you'll fight the boss, Maternal, Mother of Fingers. Defeat her to receive the Remembrance of the Mother of Fingers. Activate the Site of Grace, Finger Breathing Grounds. Return to Ymir to exchange the Remembrance. You can trade it for the Staff of the Great Beyond or the Gazing Finger. Return to Ymir's throne, interact with it, and you'll be invaded by Swordhand of Knight Jolan.
Wounded Count Ymir most irreparably, such that he wishes for your death, and I must attend to the Count's concerns.
After defeating him, you will then fight Count Ymir, Mother of Fingers.
Grant me a mother's strength. Look here, at my fingers. I will be the true mother. And I the only mother. to be your mother.
Defeat him to receive Ymir Spellberry, Maternal Staff, High Priest Hat, High Priest Robe, High Priest Gloves, and High Priest Undergarments. Use the Sight of Grace, return to where Jolan was, talk to him, and you'll be able to choose to give him an Iris of Grace or Iris of Occultation.
The sky. I see them not.
If you give him the Iris of Grace, you'll receive the Ashes of Swordhand of Knight Jolan.
Oh, it blinds, as if our night simply never was.
If you give him the Iris of Occultation, you'll receive the Sword of Night.
No light. Anywhere at all. This is the night I know. Our night.
If you now head to the cemetery, you'll find the sorcery, Cherishing Fingers. Return to the Shaman Village and start heading southeast to Rabbit's Rise, where we previously found the puppet Anna. Interact with her, and you'll upgrade Jolan's ashes to Jolan and Anna. Now let's return to the Site of Grace, West Rampart. We will start exploring the Rauh Ruins. Head west across the bridge, and at the end, you will find Salsa, Fire Knight Sage. Defeating him will earn you Salsa's Hood and the incantation, Rain of Fire. Proceed. Take the elevator up and activate the Site of Grace via the Minor Tower. Head south, use an elevator, exit through a hole to the left, and you will reach an area with a hippopotamus. Defeating it will get you a Scadutree Fragment. From the last Site of Grace, head north and loop around to the west. You will reach a ruin where you can jump down to get the Bondstone and the Antiquity Scholar's Cookbook too. In the same area, you will find an invisible wall. If you enter and continue to fly, you will reach an area with shadow enemies with pots on their heads. Here, you can open a door to continue progressing until you find a spirit spring to jump down. From here, head northwest to continue. Past the archway, turn right, and on some tree branches, you will find the fine crucible feather talisman. Return and keep moving southeast, where you will encounter Crucible Might Devonia. Defeating him will grant you Devonia's Hammer and the Crucible Hammer-Helm. From this point, go northeast as far as possible on this platform to find the Ash of War, Dryleaf Whirlwind. From here, head south, and you will see another Miguel's Cross, Ancient Ruins Cross Message, Scadutree Fragment, and the Site of Grace, Rauh Ancient Ruins, east. Now that we've progressed, let's backtrack a bit to the last Spirit Spring, but pass it and continue southeast until you see another Spirit Spring. Use it, and you will find a shadow enemy with a pot on its head. Kill it to get the Scadutree Fragment. Continue exploring this area, and you will see an area with an elite Spider Scorpion hand. Here, you will obtain the Spider Scorpion Ashes. If you return to the area with Scorpion enemies and the invisible wall, you can advance to the other side and open a door. Exploring this area, you will find another shadow enemy with a pot on its head containing a Revered Spirit Ash. Now let's return to the Site of Grace, Rauh Ancient Ruins, east. Cross the bridge to the southwest, dodging attacks from the Furnace Golem. Fight and defeat this Golem to receive the Crimson-Sapping cracked tear and a Furnace Visage. From here, go as far north as you can while staying close to the cliff on your east, and you'll be able to make a jump with Torrent. In the nearby building, next to some plant enemies, you'll find the incantation aspects of the Crucible loop. From this point, head west and you'll find an elevator. Take it, and in this new area, you'll see a Shadow Pot enemy. Kill it to find a Revered Spirit Ash. Continue advancing, and you'll climb a series of stairs to find ruins filled with rot and rot enemies. Upon exiting, you'll find a Greater Potentate's Cookbook Knight. From this same point, head northeast and you can cross an invisible bridge. At the end, you'll obtain the Sword of Light. Now, head south until you find the entrance to the Rauh Ruins again, but continue south where you'll find a small covered structure with a Revered Spirit Ash. Keep heading south where you'll encounter many shadow enemies, and here you'll find another Scadutree Fragment. Return north to the ruins filled with rot and take an elevator to the left. Go to the back of the stairs and you'll find the incantation, Pest-Thread Spears. Now climb the stairs. If you follow the side quest and help Hornset, he will invade you on these stairs. Defeating him will earn you his armor set, caterpillar mask, braided cord robe, braided arm wraps, and sword loincloth, and his weapon, folks. Exit these ruins, head south, and activate the Site of Grace, Church of the Bud, main entrance. If we return to the Rauh Ruins, descend the stairs and exit through the first door on the right. Try to climb the cliff to the northeast to find the stone cane to activate the spirit spring in this area. Head south, and in the Shadow Lake, next to a Divine Bird Warrior, you'll find the incantation, Divine Bird Feathers. If you fight and defeat this Divine Bird Warrior, you'll receive the Divine Bird Helm. Now, return to the recently activated Spirit Spring, jump down, and head south to activate the Site of Grace, Rauh Ancient Ruins, west. Return to the Spirit Spring again and now jump east to reach a platform with stairs. At the end, you'll find a chest with the Mottled Necklace +2. From where you fought the last Divine Bird Warrior, head south and you'll see you can jump onto some narrow platforms to reach another area with an elevator. If you take the elevator up, you'll find the Site of Grace, Ancient Ruins, Grand Stairway. If instead of taking the elevator you keep jumping along the narrow platforms to the south, you'll eventually reach a secret area. Here, you'll find a hidden passage in a square hole in the wall. Continue until you find a chest with the Talisman of all Crucibles. Go back up the elevator and pass the Site of Grace towards the northeast. Keep advancing east and jump across the destroyed bridge. Here, you'll find a ruined building on your right where you can fight the boss, Divine Beast Dancing Lion. Upon defeating it, you'll receive the incantation, Divine Beast Tornado. Let's return to the site of Grace, Church of the Bud, main entrance. You'll see a fog wall, and at the entrance, you can summon Dryleaf Dane, which is optional. Enter to fight Rumina, Saint of the Bud. Upon defeating her, you'll receive the Remembrance of the Saint of the Bud. Activate the Site of Grace at this location, Church of the Bud. Return to Enya and you can exchange the Remembrance for the Pole Blade of the Bud or the incantation, Rotten Butterflies. With this, we have finished the Rauh Ruins region in our video for today. In the next video, we will start exploring the final dungeon of the Lands of Shadow in Irilith. And remember, those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death.